up here. So
Hello everybody and welcome here
it may appear to me that they're
Atlanta for race number 10 in the Nationwide Sportsman Series. Race 10. On the pole is Al Legacy for Ford Performance, brand new team. This took some good guys, as you see back here in the back. The 08 or the 04 of Tony Newman and the 41 of John Gilbert. They're all for Ford Performance. John Gilbert qualified dead last. Shotgun on the field was teammate of Al Legacy, qualified on the pole. Green flag is out of Atlanta. And this is the thing. This new team, Ford Performance, has really pissed off 3 teams in the series. Penske had to drop their top car Penske dropped their top car in John Gilbert. Derek Edison was on Team SB Wood Brothers. They had to drop that car and lose all that sponsorship money. And Roush had to drop 2 cars for Al Legacy and Tony Newman. Tony Newman. So now you can see the 34 is an actual car that will be raced next season for Ford Performance. The 08 will not be there. It will be, I think, the 34. And then the other one is a 38 car. But right now it's the 08, the 04, the 41, and 34, as they wanted to get this merger done quick so all the drivers could be ready here today for race number 10. It looks like Sam Curtis has been up in the wall. It looks like he got up there hard. As Penske is now to 2 cars, and so is 4 wide back here. And put Sam Curtis in the fence. But Roush is down to 2 cars, and Team SB Wood Brothers are down to 2 cars. And Penske are down to 2 cars because of this big merger. And Ford Performance is now a 4-car team. You can see back there, there's John Gilbert trying to march his way to the front of the field. There's John Gilbert. And right there is Tony Newman in the 04. That car did not get any sponsor here for Atlanta. Maybe if he could run well, you can get some sponsor on that car. The rest of the cars did get some sponsors. The 08's got Randy Hillen Inc. on it. But a lot of people are now surprised at was the quick asset of Dylan Schwallenberg. H. Scott just dropped the number 34 to Ford Performance. And when they dropped that number, that left Dylan Schwallenberg free. And Full Throttle Hernandez Motorsports both jumped in. Full Throttle Industries and Hernandez Motorsports, which Hernandez bought Full Throttle out. But this is a car that last season was a Full Throttle Silver Series car. They converted it to a Sportsman car and put Dylan Schwallenberg in it. So Dylan Schwallenberg now for Hernandez, sitting here in second at Atlanta right now. That's probably the biggest move of this whole race. Is now Manuel Marin is leading this pack of hungry dogs here at Atlanta. Tony Newman coming right there in the unsponsored 04 car. I think he's the car that's going to the 38. One of them's going to the 38 next season. But for this season, just to get so they could have cars ready for Atlanta, they just put random numbers on them and try to get some sponsorship. Rise is on board the 41 of John Gilbert. Miller Lite has decided to stay at Penske Racing. Penske was not happy with the move by John Gilbert to leave. So I'm pretty surprised because, the 39 and the 41 make contact. Man, John Gilbert, probably not used to that Ford. He's usually known to that big Dodge power down the straightaways. It probably wasn't used to the Ford just bogging down like that. And David Diaz going to the lead. Diaz not had the greatest of seasons. Now leads. Here comes Eli Bright, or Cynthia Bright, and a big crash in the back. DJ Curtis, Luis Hernandez, Oreo Pollard, the 18 of Matt Haas. There's the 60 of Annie Thomas, who has now moved to Roush. Eric Rodriguez involved. Steve Pollard involved in this big crash that has tore a lot of race cars up. And the 33 and the 04 are beating and banging, not happy. You see all the smoke in the air. The smoke is having a weird effect on our cameras. Don't know why it's blinking. It's blinky smoke, I guess. You see the 28 smoke is really messed up. That's DJ Curtis. Let's see what happened to bring out the caution. Man, the 18 went launched into the air. Ooh, I think the 5 gets turned off his back bumper of his teammate, Dylan Schwallenberg, and then just shot into the 18's going to go up in the air. Look at the smoke. The effect the smoke is having on these cameras, just exploding. There we go. Now it's more of a smoke effect. All hell, it broke loose right there. And some good cars are now taken out as pit stops are happening. Who is going to win the race off of pit road? It's not going to be the Ford Performance, guys. It's going to be the Monaco Racing, guys. Look at the slow pit stop for the 34 car, who came in really close to the lead. He's dropping way back. The best Ford Performance was the 08 of Derek Edison at a pit road. No, John Gilbert. But I mean, they all got beat by a ton of good cars. Bad pit stop. Horrible pit stop by the Ford Performance guys. But that's the thing with a new team, new venture. Bad pit stops. The 55 of Cody Monaco is leading for Monaco Waltrip Racing. Michael Waltrip gave full funding to the Monacos to get in these cars. Cody Monaco, Eric Monaco, Isaiah Monaco. We're about to go green flag racing here at Atlanta. Once again. It's Cody Monaco gets the gun on Kenny Okada. And there's Eric Monaco, David Diaz. Let's see where the first Ford Performance car is, and it's John Gilbert in 11th. Only 15 cars will score points, and all those Ford Performance guys were way up near the front. Look at all the cars that are out. Out of 40 cars, we have 37 on the track. But it looks like so less. Dylan Schwallenberg sitting in 28th after a bad pit stop by the 2 team. That's a new team as well. But they're going to probably get that thing fixed up and ready to go, especially after his best finish last week of 2nd. And his teammate right now, Joey Murphy, to the point. Isaac Jaco in the 51. And that self-ventured car. Ooh, contact being made. Cody Monaco and Eli Bright. And Nathan Hudson going to the lead. First time Nathan Hudson has led a lap all season. Alex Hawkins right there behind. And then it's Emmanuel Hartnett. Hartnett going to drive it in. It's 4 wide for the lead here in Atlanta. Yo. Emmanuel Hartnett drove that in 4 wide. Had his help from his Hendrick teammate. And his Hendrick teammate is just all over the back end, just tucked up. I thought maybe the caution was out. Looked like it was. Cliff Williams now driving up through the front. That's Hartnett pulling away. And his other teammate, Hendrick teammate, Joshua Sakulli, right there. The 00, that's the other Monaco. That's Ryan. Ryan Monaco. Up near the front. Then there's Eli Bright. Oh, there's a crash in the back. Rick Johnson and Joey Murphy are in it. We're going to go take a look, but Sakulli is going to be leading here at Atlanta unless Eli Bright gets a huge run down the front straightaway. Drag race to the stripe. Oh, it's going to be Sakulli will be granted the lead. And there's Joey Murphy. We're going to see what happened. Oh, it looks like he gets a little help from, I believe it's Eric Monaco. Just a tiny tap. Gets in him sideways and then just... and then Rick Johnson just had nowhere to go but into the wall. In a very small 3-car accident, which has brought out the caution. But Sakulli will lead Eli Bright, but they're pitting. Have to let the pace car catch up before they hit pit lane. Sakulli will get it as they're all coming down pit lane. Right here is the pit line. Who's going to be the first car out of pit lane? Will there be any gamble since it's short? Not a lot of laps to go where they're going to get 4 tires, 2 tires, fuel only. You see the 34 going to hit the box now. Eli Bright is out. And then it's Zachary Fitzwater. Robert Pollard, Sakulli. There goes the 34. And it's the 00, 40, 22, 248. Joey Murphy now hitting his box. 41 had a terrible pit stop. Boy, like he got 4 tires on that car. They're going to try to fix up the 14 as best they can. 83 way back there. And there's somebody still sitting back there in their box. And it is the 9 of Ash Curtis. Nothing wrong with the 9. Maybe there's a failure on the 9 car. We'll get you updated on that. But Eli Bright is the leader here at Atlanta. Lights on the pace car are not off yet. Ash Curtis is a lap down. As we're getting ready to go green flag racing with just a couple laps to go. Does Eli Bright have enough to win here at Atlanta? Green flag is in the air. We're back underway. Eli Bright, Zachary Fitzwater, Robert Pollard, Sakulli, Al Lagacy. All of them right there. Al Lagacy is going to hold the bottom lane, and that's going to lock Robert Pollard out of a spot. To the lead is going to be Roush's Zachary Fitzwater. Oh, Al Lagacy shot way to the middle groove. Something's amiss with the 16. There's pitting. The 16, 00, and 47 all back to pit road. Don't know what the problem is. Hearing speeding on pit road. Don't know if that's legit the case. They're changing tires. Fitzwater said there was debris all over the racetrack. Lagacy, though, is the leader. Look at Dylan Schwallenberg trying to get to the inside lane to make a move. Ryan, it's Jeff Bright, not Ryan. Jeff Bright to second. David Diaz driving into the lead. The 3 car having a problem. 3 said he hit debris as well. David Diaz to the lead for full throttle for Hernandez Motorsports. Hernandez Motorsports. But now look who's pushing the 88 of Eli Bright. Or Cynthia Bright. It's Dylan Schwallenberg. Oh, he's going to try to stay in front. But look at the Hendrick train on the inside. The 88, 24, 25. Sasuli back to the lead. Oh, contact being made between teammates. And there's a crash and a huge one. David Diaz hard into the wall. We'll have to go see what brought out the caution, but this is more than likely going to end the race. Who's going to win at Atlanta? Will Isaac Jacob make a move? Coming to the stripe. It's a drag race. Joshua Sasuli is going to win at Atlanta. And a huge crash. Derek Edison. That's Al Agassi, excuse me. Destroyed in the 34. Look at David Diaz. Got up in the fence. And what was probably one of the worst crashes we've seen. And it looks like it's 4 wide. The 20 into the 11 is going to make a little contact. And it's going to send the 34 into the 39 and 29. And ooh. David Diaz's car just tearing the fence up. And ooh. Al Lagacy's going to take a huge hit into the door. Four wide. I mean, that's racing. The door was way open by Kenny Okada. And you just can't really keep pinching and closing the door down. And just oof. Oof. Goes to 39, and the 34 takes a huge impact. But Joshua Sasuli is going to win this race, and it's going to be his first race win of season 5. Alex Hawkins is going to retire. White flag is in the air. Coming to the checkered flag. And the race win, it's going to be Joshua Sasuli winning here at Atlanta. Out of some big crashes. We're going to show you your official results. It's Sasuli, Jacob, Manuel Marin, Cody Lamas, Emmanuel Hartnett, Michael Haas, JT Bryan, Dylan Schwallenberg, Cynthia Bright, Tony Newman, Derek Edison. 2 of the 4 performances, actually all 3 Ford performances finished 10th, 11th, and 12th. And it's Cody Monaco, Nathan Hudson, and Isaiah Monaco is your top 15. The rest of your positions, you can look right here for them. A lot of cars are out of the race due to that last crash and other crashes, but we will see you guys next week from Kentucky for race number 11. Till we meet again, everyone.